What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is a bit of a special video. I haven't done a video like this in a very long time. This is like the whole sweet boss fight, I think, of versus Star Dream. And before I get started, this was requested by Ace Attorney Fan 621 and Luca. Thank you very much. And let me catch you up as to what's going on. About a month ago, or a little more than a month ago, I heard versus Star Dream. Phase 1. I didn't know it was just a phase 1. And the comments surely told me that this is just phase 1 out of many. And I was like, okay, well, that seems kind of weird. Let me listen to the whole thing. And it was requested to me to listen to because I was doing a boss-themed video for video game music, and this was included in that. And I told everyone that I was going to do the whole thing. So with that being said, we're going to listen to the whole thing. So there's 4/5 phases. And we're going to be hearing from the channel Joe VGM. Shout out Joe, because they're in my Discord. Thank you for having such a great channel. And then in between phase 4 and 5, or between phase 3 and 4, I'm going to throw in another song called Soul Zero System Vagrant Keepsake of Oblivion. And you guys can tell me what this is, but I was told that it's something like hard mode related. Either way, if the order gets messed up, sorry, but the order is versus Star Dream. I think there's something called like Fatal Error, which I'm not even sure is a song. It's like a minute. Intermezzo Without a Leader, Vagrant Counting Stars of Retro something inspection. Soul Zero System, Vagrant Keepsake of Oblivion, and then Pink Ball Revolution. Okay, sorry for the long intro, but that's where we're at, just in case you didn't see the previous video. So that means I'm going to react to this first song again. I remember parts of it, but now I'm going to get the whole thing. And I'm going to listen to it all at once. So, okay. Hope you all caught that. This is versus Star Dream, the entire complete, I hope it's complete, boss fight. This is the song I already heard, versus Star Dream. It's still pretty fresh in my memory, but I don't know how much talking I'm going to do this time because I just want to kind of like put myself in the boss fight, you know what I mean? Also, I have no idea what the boss fight even looks like, so. I'm just jamming with you guys here. I'm not reacting, kind of. Oh, this song is really good, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. When did I hear this? Let me see how long ago it was. It was a month ago. I don't know the exact day, but it says 1 month ago. I'm gonna say it again, but dude, Kirby music is like, what the hell? Like the musical ambition is just insane. I already said everything I had to say last time. So. I was originally gonna skip this song, but I'd be like, that'd be stupid if I just skipped to phase 2, you know? So I'm basically re-immersing myself. I have no idea how long this video is gonna be. A lot of these are like 4 or 5 minutes. So. I'm guessing it's a pretty long fight. Right? 4 phases? That's pretty beefy. You know how rare it is for me to revisit a song on this channel? Especially after a month? I've never done that. Ever. Yeah, I've never done that. But it's for a good reason. Alright, I just remember the bass in the song. I still can't believe this is phase 1. This sounds like a phase 4 too. This sounds like the climax of the song, you know what I mean? I didn't know when I reacted to it the first time that it was a phase 1. I just thought it was the boss theme, that was it. So now knowing it's the beginning, so this is a playlist. I've also never done that either, where it's just gonna go to the next song without me doing anything. That's exciting. But yeah, dude, this being a phase 1 is like, think of like almost any other video game where this wouldn't be the last phase song. Or maybe there's a build up to this. Alright, we're moving on to the next song, which is not requested at all. It is, well, we'll see in a second. Fatal Error. I don't think it's a real song. It's only a minute. It's not requested. It's just... I'm glad I heard it, though, because... So I would have to assume this is a... transition? Maybe a chance to get your gear together or something? Okay, the motif has been established, so there's that. Nice. Alright, phase 2, intermezzo without a leader. Versus access arc. I just noticed that. Multiple enemies, maybe? This is all new to me now. This is all new to me. Synthwave. Ooh, very Risk of Rain right here. Any Risk of Rain fans? Yeah, the whole rest of the video is all reaction now. Ooh, I've never heard a Kirby song like this ever. so dreamlike. Interesting that Phase 2 is like calmer, but it sounds kind of like Calm Before the Storm type thing. Like a chance to kind of rest your brain a little bit. It's a little intimidating. It's not like completely chill. It's like sustained energy. I would never guess this is Kirby, ever. Ever. You just love synthesizers. Versus Access Art. Well, it is called Intermezzo, which is in between. So yeah, I feel like Phase 2 is just really prepping for what is probably going to be the monstrosity of Phase 3. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like Phase 3 is going to be insane. If this one is like this. Super simple chord progression. A very easy song to play. Like if you picked up keyboard tomorrow, you could probably learn these chords and learn how to play this. Up next, Phase 3. Vagrant Counting Song of Retrospection / Keepsake of Oblivion. 2 song titles? Okay, I can see the reference to 2 with the electronic thing. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's like Crazy Bus, but good. Dude, Kirby music. What the F, man? They really go all out. So let me know what the double names are. Is that a character or is it 2 songs in one phase? Damn, dude. There's just so much going on. This one's 7 minutes long. Maybe it is 2 songs. Reminder, after this one, I'm not going into Phase 4, I'm going into the Soul Zero system. I love how they always do the callbacks to the, like, 8-bit stuff. Dude. Kirby music might be some of the most technically demanding and sounding OSTs in video game history that I've heard. Like, there's so much mixing and engineering and manipulation to sounds here. Oh my gosh, dude. It sounds kind of like a different song now, so maybe. Dun, 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 dun. It's dramatic, it's exciting, it's mysterious, it's catchy, it's intense. It sounds like fireworks. Now it sounds like dancing math, which may be kind of fitting with all the phases. How do you write this stuff? Phase 2 was a nice transition into this though. It brought the whole electronic feel into it. Woo! Even the guitar sounds insane. Like, all the signal is, like, drowned out of it. It's just, like, middle frequencies. You know what this kind of reminds me of? 13 Sentinels. Yeah, kind of. If you like this stuff, listen to 13 Sentinels Ages Rim. I don't even know what to say, dude. I'm just in the moment right now. We've had organs, synthesizers, accordions, drum and bass, synthwave, a 80s electric guitar. Drums of all kinds. Things that sound like technological errors. I really can't imagine a boss fight this long with this much intense music. I'd be winded. Let me look something up. Okay, I don't want to break the immersion, but I'm going to do a side thing called Soul Zero System Vagrant Keepsake of Oblivion from the channel Eternal. I was told this might be like a hard mode variation. Let's just go into it. Okay, I already hear the... Somehow sounds more intense. How is that happening? This is insane. Oh, the bell sound. I thought I had a nosebleed for a second. I'm like, is this the first song ever to give me a nosebleed? Maybe. It felt like that, but I don't think so. If you see blood gushing out of me, I'm sorry. I'm not going to re-record this. Okay, yeah, I definitely see the similarities with the last case. So I'm guessing maybe this is like an extended phase 4 that you wouldn't get in your normal phase 3? Let me know. I promise I'm not picking my nose, but something feels off. It doesn't sound too different, but it does sound a little more punchy. Not faster. It sounds punchy and like everything's hitting harder. Let me know if you play this game and have never heard this. I know a lot of people don't play like different difficulties. So let me know if this is your first time hearing this. Also, how many other songs get affected by a difficulty change in this game? Is that a common Kirby thing? Damn, dude. Yeah, it sounds pretty close. It's hard to tell the differences between the songs right now. We have one more phase after this. Interesting that they still had time to throw in a regular melodic sequence in here. So far, this whole song hasn't really had a lot of melody. It just has a lot of tiny melodies just thrown everywhere, but nothing like that. Like you can kind of breathe with that section for a bit. Phase 4, Pink Ball Revolution. Robobot Finale. Ooh. Little Nobuamatsu in there. I'm gonna assume all these phases have motifs throughout the game, sprinkled all over. Whoa. Bass again. Oh, this is nice. It's like come on, you've almost made it. It's like bringing you in, you know? Home stretch. I want to see like a behind the scenes of how they produced this music. Like I want to see the digital audio workstation and just see how many tracks are in one song. It feels like every song has like 20 tracks in it. Interesting, the last phase is like the most relaxed. But it makes sense if it's 4 phases, you know? It's like, you made it this far. That's so interesting to me. Good too. That's a really good melody. Speaking of melodies. And then they throw the harmony in there just for fun, just like for 2 seconds. Oh dude, it's almost over and I have to talk about something. This whole time in my head I've just been picturing myself maneuvering this little pink ball and fighting. And trying to imagine the settings too, you know? Oh my god, we're almost done. Boss complete. Congrats everybody. We did it. It's been a while since I've done one of those videos. Thank you to the to Joe VGM and Eternal. Well, you're gonna have to see it through my perspective. I usually do 2 songs at a time, sometimes 1. Almost never 3, and definitely never 4, or a whole like suite of a boss fight. It's happened, but very rarely. I think the most notable one I've ever done was Dancing Mad from Final Fantasy VI, which is still probably one of my most popular videos for good reason. But just in general, like long segment style videos, I don't really do. Because it's a lot, it's mentally draining, and it's hard to retain a lot of that information. The one time that I remember was also Final Fantasy, was Dance. It was a Battle on the Big Bridge, and I did like multiple versions of one song. But I'm trying to think of right now a time where I did a whole like boss suite besides Dancing Mad, which was in 2021, by the way. If you guys know, let me know, but I can't think of another time I did that. So that's something. It's been almost 4 years since I've done that. So that's my mental state right now. That plus what I just heard, plus the fear of I thought my nose was bleeding the whole song because it felt moist up here. There's just a lot going on in my head. And this is a song I revisit with Versus Star Dream, which is a phase 1, which still doesn't sound like a phase 1 to me, by the way. If we're talking like sort of like a crescendo type feel. The song was all like the boss fight. It was totally like I say this in the nicest way possible. It was very nonsensical. It was, I mean, your typical boss fight would go up in energy and kind of ascend. This was like boom out of the gate, goes down, calms down, kind of gets a little odd and kind of stay stable, and then the ending is like really chill and tranquil to kind of carry through the end. So it made me try to imagine so many different things, right? Like, I don't know, you know, do you get a break during this? I would have to imagine the only thing that is almost a given, because it's 4 phases, is that there's probably like a very generous like checkpoint system, as in if you die in 3 you go back to 2, or start at 3 again, I should say, not back to 2. Or is Kirby brutal and you go back to the start, you know? I'm trying to think also at the same time, have I played any games ever that had really long phases, like multiple phases? I'm sure I have. I can't think of it. There's one game, but it would be a spoiler. It's starts with an H and involves Greek mythology. I don't know. Maybe there is, but either way, it's not too common, I think, in games to have like at least 4 phases in a boss fight. Maybe there is. Maybe for you it's normal. Maybe for Kirby it's normal. But I'm trying to think of like just how long that would go. Oh yeah, there's another one for sure. Actually, it's also a spoiler. But so I was thinking of that too. So I was thinking, okay, so surely, I know I've seen a little bit of Kirby. I forgot which game. Oh, it was the one with the London stage that's snowy. I did it for the snow episode. It was like a bridge on that stage. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's the latest game. Not the latest game, but the whatever. It'll come to me. Don't even type it. It'll come to me. I trust myself. But that one, I saw what it kind of looked like. I saw it moving. I'm like, ooh, this game is really beautiful. It's very visually popping. A lot of aesthetic in the game. So I was imagining a boss fight during this. I was like, if they go all out with the music and the aesthetic of Kirby, which it seems like Nintendo puts their whole like cussy into it, for lack of a better word. I'm sorry if I said that, but you know what I'm saying. Like they really like Kirby to me seems like Nintendo loves this series, like a lot. And that's coming from an outsider who's never really played Nintendo. You know what I mean? I thought it was Mario that had that treatment, and maybe they do, but to me it seems like Kirby's just like, let's just throw everything in the kitchen sink at it because it's so wacky and weird. We got this little protagonist who's like sucking up everything for power, so the sky's the limit kind of thing. Anyways, what I was getting at is I would have to imagine in my guess, all of these songs play right after one another, immediately. And I would have to assume like the background massively changes, you know. I kind of want to see the fight, but I don't know when I'll do that. But that's just what I was getting. I was getting constant motion, constant, like, things are changing because the song has changed so much drastically, and the energy, that I can kind of compare it to... Here's what's going on in my head, actually. This might be kind of a light spoiler as far as boss mechanics for a game. If you ever wanted to play the game Death's Door, which I really recommend, by the way, soundtrack and game. This might be like a little spoiler warning. It is how the boss fight operates at the end, but not really like who the boss is. So this is your final warning. In Death's Door, the final boss, before you fight this mysterious final boss, you go through a whole segment of trials of like little, they almost look like flashbacks. It's like you teleport into one section and it's like this heavy platforming, and you're basically using all the techniques you've used throughout the game, and they're all reminiscent of previous levels. So it's like you're constantly going through the game quickly, basically. And then finally, when that's over, boss fight. That's what this felt like to me. It felt kind of like for example, I don't know if this game is... I'm throwing a lot of guesses here because that's all I can do, and this is a big video, this is a big deal. And I think the Kirby fans deserve this because they're really nice to me and they're really cool. But, so I'm going to throw a lot of guesses out, even if they're wrong. To me, it felt like that, like the whole game just kind of like enveloped at once. For example, like, I don't know if this game ever dives into like multiple camera angles, like behind the back or 2D or something like that, but I could see that happening. I could see like one section, like versus Star Dream is XYZ, and then the next section is like a first-person shooter, and then the next part is like a 2D. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what I'm saying. Like a multi-game perspective. It was just a lot, dude. It was a lot of mental stimulation. The song was... I probably heard a total of like at least 10,000 notes just now. I don't know. And then not only that is like the multiple uses of percussion. It's not just one drum sound. It's like electronic drums, realistic drums, guitar sounds all crazy. That's what's going through my mind. You know, I can't really just sit here and be like, oh, each one sounded like this and this and this. I knew going into this I was going to take the whole thing as is, one big conglomerate. And damn, dude. All I can really say is I've been kind of saying it for a while now, but Kirby music is... this isn't really an opinion, maybe. I mean, I guess technically anything is opinion, but I feel like this is more fact. But I just think Kirby music is just one of the most impressive, technically sounding soundtracks ever made. It's so, like, almost beyond human capabilities. And I've said that multiple times. It doesn't sound like it's meant to be performed by normal people. It sounds like it's meant to just do out of the norm things. It's so technically impressive. If anyone has ever used a DAW or digital audio workstation, basically a recording program, think of it like Photoshop for music, for sounds. I can seriously just imagine like track after track, multicolored, different levels everywhere. Like it's crazy, and all that while sounding very tightly, like put together. It's so Kirby is so tight. It's crazy. But that's all I can really say, you know. For a game that I never played, I can definitely guarantee you that I'm like interested in Kirby to play one. I still can't remember that game. Oh, Two Planets. No, sorry, that's the name of the song. What the hell is that? Anyways, that one. I would probably start with that one. I think that's the one I've heard the most music from. But don't get your hopes up. It's not like anytime soon. But I might throw it in the backlog. By the way, if you guys ever wanted to see my backlog, there is a website for that. It's backlogged, LOGGD, /HeyUncleJesse. You can see every game I've ever played. And every game I have backlogged for the stream. But one day I'll put Kirby in there. I don't know which one. And I still can't remember that damn game name. But you know what I'm talking about. The one with the green. Everything looks dilapidated. Anyways, that is Versus Star Dream. Feel free to just go off on everything. If your comment has a spoiler, just put spoiler at the top of it. For anyone else, be courteous. Everyone's nice, but... because I was under the impression this was just a single boss called Star Dream, but now it's like maybe there's multiple characters. You know, the other one had what versus what was his name? Said something like versus Access Arc. I don't know. That was the Kirby Planet Robobot final bosses. I can't wait to see it in action one day, someday. I got nothing else. Thank you to Luca for the request. Thank you for Ace Attorney Fan 61. And at the end of the video, I'll leave the first initial reaction to Versus Star Dream Phase 1 and the VGM Vibes 2-hour episode of boss themes that this was included in. I think my voice is going out. I don't know what else to say. Okay, well, Kirby rules. And... Kirby fans are very justified in their feelings to the music because the music is insane. And it sounds like nothing else. That's another big thing. It sounds like nothing else. Except for maybe 13 Cents Knows Ages for him. Which, yeah, listen to that soundtrack too. A lot of yapping. Thank you for sticking here for a 40-minute yapathon. And, I don't know. I don't know how to end this video. Thank you to all of my patrons you see on the screen. They all support me. They keep the lights on. I could not be here without them. Thank you to my YouTube supporters who get early access videos as well for only $1. And I will see you in the next video. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take care.